Hello guys, welcome back to some more GoldRush hard mode. Welcome to Indian Ninja Gaming. I kind of did that a bit backwards, didn't I? Hello guys, welcome back. We're here once again in the hog pan. We need about, what's that, 2,500, something like that, to get the wave table. Once we have the wave table, we no longer need to actually clean gold by hand. Thank God for that. And that will help speed up the whole process, of course, as well. What we got? We got fuel. Fuel we are good on. We've got 2 canisters, so I think one of them is empty or almost empty. Got buckets in the magnetite separator. I think we are good to go. Yeah, that's basically empty. So anything in there? No. Okay. No, I can't remember quite how I was doing it. It's been a week since the last stream. I was going to fill this up. I'm probably just going to fill up a bunch of buckets, line them up all up there, and just rinse them all one after the other, after the other, after the other. Oh, that's right. We were chewing straight through the center here, weren't we? Right, let's get this thing. Because I'd gotten at that point, I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm just gonna leave the pump on and go nuts. I was starting to lose the will. I was. But it was some really good gold in this bit where we're at now. This was the whole reason I got the crate in the first place. At some point it's probably going to tip on me. So this save will have to be paused at some point soon. At a guess, and I could be wrong, but at a guess, either this week or next is going to be the next leaderboard. And I will be taking part in a full season this time. So all other games will take a back seat during the leaderboard. Games, game saves, game modes, whatever, you know. Okay, they don't want to stay in the crate, that's fine. Figure out an easier way to do this until I make more space. Got to be it. Like 2 left. 1, 2. Oh, the leather crunk. Sorry, wrong lever. Or at least wrong pipe connection anyway. Try that again. Don't want to overfill it. I don't know if we lose anything as a result of that. I don't know where that one went. You got nothing in it. Start off. Go away. I wasn't focusing on the dirt level inside the box then. That was me. That was my fault. I let it run dry. Only for like a second, if that, not even a full second. Is that all of them? Nope. Right, done. Done, 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 done. Yeah, 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 okay. Oh, not bad, I got us to 45%. No, I do think it's faster, just maybe doing this. Now that we're a bit further away, just doing this and letting it run dry, maybe. Put it on, empty out the box, turn it off. When we're closer, it's different. And if I had flat land to place the crate on, yeah, certainly. At this point, yes, I know last week, like I said, I was just screw the fuel, let's go ham. But I've had a breather since then, and I'm back to trying to be economic with my fuel. Or maybe if I fill up at least one bucket, bring that over with me. These headphones, sorry guys, I've got some replacement headphones for the ones that I've got broke, and they don't sit the most, they're not the most comfortable. I mean, they're functional, that's what matters. The other ones I had broke completely. These ones my PC didn't like to recognize for a little while. They are, even though it's got a USB attachment, it is jack only. The USB is simply to light up the headphones. So they'll do for now. And thank you once again to Azard, who funded them when mine just crapped out on me. But I will, when I'm on better terms with my finances, I will replace them. Right now hours are down at work, you know, it's after Christmas. You know, not a lot of money to go around really. But it'll pick up soon. So I think that's about all we're going to get. Oh no, maybe we could have gotten one or two more. To be honest, I think we could probably steal back and forth it. But I'm not going to just yet. I'll wait till I get to a more of a fuck this kind of a kind of an attitude. Right, screw this. I'm out of here. Yeah, maybe that's what I can do, just to gain some extra little bits of dirt in there, is just attack the bedrock dirt. So fill up the hog pan with the good dirt, and then I know it dilutes the clean out, but it's extra stuff that at the end we're not going to want to put through. Do it now, won't have to, later on we're going to be like, no, I don't want to do that. I've just cleaned out this whole thing. I'm not going for the stuff you can't even see. If we do it now, then we get that extra, don't we? Once we got the wavetable, I'm not going to worry about doing this one bucket at a time. I'll hoard them. I'll get them all done, you know. 18 ounces. That seems really, really, really bad. I swear we were getting a lot more than that. Oh wow, maybe not. Oh crap, I'm seeing one. Hold on, let's make sure that's all clean. Pretty sure it is, but okay. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 colors, maybe more. Got to be careful with that. Got to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I swear there was one more. No, guess I'm wrong. 10 colours in a pan when we're usually getting like 5 or 6. And that was 0.3 of an ounce. So this is looking to be a 1.2 ounce clean out if that holds steady. 1.2, 1.3. And that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 again. Colours in a pan. It's always good to see when you're doing something like this. I mean, Parker wouldn't even consider running dirt like this, but it's like 10 colours on a pan. I need 3 times that at least. Although that being said, there are clunkers in here. There are pickers. You know, if half of them were pickers like this, then yeah, he'd probably do it. If they were like little nuggets. But if it was all fines, which is what he usually goes after, then no, he wouldn't even think about going for the dirt. Careful. I mean, out of those, 6 were nuggets, or pickers, or whatever you want to call them. That's pretty good. There's an ounce. I'm not even done yet. I'm wondering then if that's enough. We also get $6 an ounce on the magnetite. So that's 6 times 19. Just under 120. Dollar wise, that's not a lot really. 1, 2, 3. Wait, is that all of it? Or maybe it's because this is the final stretch, you know, the magnetite's been taken out, so it's not 100% bucket anymore. wonder if you lose the gold as a result of that. Nearly 1.3, which is what I guessed. At 1.3 is what, 1200 per ounce, dollar wise. Probably about 1300. That might be enough. No, that'd be 4,000, wouldn't it? One more bucket then. One more clean out, and we should have enough to get what we need. Yeah, adjust my armrests here. What you got? Not straining my wrist to try and use the mouse. I know that digging under this thing would extend our time in the hog pan, and I get that. But we've already shown a good result from doing it this way. I expected a lot less, to be honest with you. Get that out of the way, because I almost filled that up a couple of times. Where are we at? 78, 89, and time. Gonna grab a bit of coffee real quick, I think. Hopefully we get some more people in later. I kind of figured this would happen though. Spending so much time in the hog pan, views will decline. Thinking what we're going to need, what else we're going to need when we get the table. Going to need a power splitter. I could do it with all the cables that we got now, but if we get to a point where it's a mad rush, like for example, if I spend this gold now, we're going to have to get enough gold to pay our dues at the end of the day. So I don't want to sit there, do all the magnetite separator, waiting to be able to use the table till that's all done. So if I just grab a power splitter, one more little cable like that, I'll need one of those, and one more hose. That should be it. That should be all I need. It should be good. Any of you lurkers out there happen to know when the next leaderboard might start up? I'm guessing it's either going to be this week or next. As a lurker, you are under no obligation to answer. Even if you want to remain a lurker, feel free. I'm not trying to force anyone to come and talk to me. I haven't done, you know, this was the first leaderboard I've done in quite a while, so I kind of got their timing. I've lost track of their timing when the way they do it. I know it's about a month roughly in between seasons, leaderboards. They normally go just before the end of the month, and it is the 22nd now. So I'm guessing they're either going to start it at the end of this week or maybe beginning to mid of next. That's at a guess. There's no actual date out there yet, and we won't know until they update the game to say, hey, look, leaderboard started. They give no heads up. It's like, okay, go nuts. What the hell? Oh, we're running dry now. That's not me. I'm not doing anything. That's like some weird animation. Hopefully this will be another 1.3 ouncer, or close enough to. I'm just going to leave this one going now till we hit the mark. Till we fill up the maps. If it weren't hard mode, I would have aimed towards trying to get like a worker in as well. Flip up the mats for me. Oh, that's a crap one. That's a really, really, really crap bucket. The last one was 19 ounces of magnetite. This one's only 13. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 colours. We can sell 2 ounces of gold. That'll be 2,500, nearly. Like 2.4, something stupid like that. But there's going to be gold loss. But on top of that, we can sell what little magnetite we've got as well. So what was it? 13 plus 19 so far. So that's what, 33? No, 32. That's times 6. That's not too bad. It's what, 180, no, $192 plus whatever change, you know, whatever cents the selling amount has. Well, there's the 2 ounces. We were just shy of 13 at the time, weren't we? Or 1.3. Just shy of 1.3. That's almost an ounce. I reckon we could go try and see if this is enough. Hey Spy, how you doing, dude? Panning, by the way, I couldn't post for a while. Got ad blocker for YouTube, blocked me from posting. Ah, fair enough, dude. $31.2 ounces. Are you going to be taking part in the next leaderboard, Spy? I know you did in the last, but you kind of gave up, didn't you? Ah. Oh, engine. I screwed myself over once already doing that. Dylan, hello, dude. Hello. As I said, what was it? 190 something? 197, look at that. It's $200. Which is paid, excuse me, paid for the smelting. We're going to have basically 2 ounces left, so we'll have enough to get the wave table. Probably for the first week. But I'm going to be taking a part in a full season this time round. I'm just trying to figure out if it's going to start at the end of this week or some point next week. Because that's usually around the time since, you know, it's been roughly that amount of time since the last one. England, you always say good day when you come in. Are you from Australia as well? Are you another person from the future? Or is that am I just being a stereotypist here? I mean, you're usually at work when I'm streaming as well. This is going to be a bit dodgy to get out of here. Oh, maybe not. No. Oh, Canadian. Fair enough. $12,005. 2,400. So that'll be more than enough. Or it should be, unless the prices went up. Get the table. Which means no more panning by hand. No. I'm not a happy camper. I'm not a happy camper at all. I need another clean out. I'm gonna have to wait for the next day now, because I need to wait for old Arnold to take his cut. Need to wait for old Matt Gaming to come take his cut. It's the colours of the car. It makes me feel like I've got a muscle car and I should be going faster. Banfos, hello dude. I went to go get the wave table turned. The price had gone up just enough for me to not get it. I was like 400 short, so I bought all the rest of the stuff I need and I'm going to come back in tomorrow to get it. Again, without getting the hose in my way. Close enough. Unplug that so we don't waste any. Oh no, I don't think it matters, does it? It still uses the same amount of fuel. Well, I owe some money at the end of the day. I had a really nice clean out, like my first clean out of the stream, dude. Holy crap. For a whole pan clean out on this save. You know, it was I was just shy of 1.3 ounces. I was getting 10 colours in the pan. You started playing Stationeers. I'm tempted to do a restart. I'm not going to lie. I like my base. I do like my base. And it would be a pain if I restarted. But at the same time, I've kind of learnt how to do what I've done. I've come to realise that I've really dragged my heels in my streams by not knowing. You know, I've got enough knowledge now about the start to do it a lot faster. We should sort of maybe see about getting like just a little Discord game going on. Then I'll be able to show you just how crap I really am. There's still a lot that I don't know. Like, I have not even begun to touch base with the logic stuff yet. And I still don't know, like, I can program the airlock, the starting airlock with the 2 doors. I can do all that. Get that up and running automatically. But I have no idea how to do all the rest. And that's just using chipsets, you know. I don't even know what the codes you need are when you're typing in the code. What, have you only recently started playing? No, you've had it for a while, haven't you? Well, you know, I found out, you know, I was struggling with that air conditioning unit. I made a copy of the save and I was fiddling around with it, and I found out how to make it work perfectly, keeping it on. No pipe groaning, no temperature fluctuation. I finally got it down pat. I call that a win. I am having absolutely zero issues with the chemical furnace. Next thing I need to figure out how to use, I suppose, would be the advanced furnace. So that I don't even know. Do you still have to put the ice in it to activate it, or would you have to do that, for example, in the chemical one, and then pull that heat from there into the other one? You know, stuff like that. I don't know. I've not tried it yet. But I will say this: I am hooked. I mean, I've only done what? Started streaming it last week, right? Or was it the week before? Something along those lines. And even right, so that plus I've been streaming other stuff plus work, and yet I've got 77 hours in it already. Ah, Fanfush, you're playing it now. You is on station ears as we speak. I don't think you can. When I was looking at the wiki at one of the more advanced ingots, it was telling me I could only do it in the advanced furnace. If you look at the wiki on the, I can't remember the names of any of them, but the ones where you need 3 types of ore, for example, to make it. The wiki is the in-game wiki, the in-game one, the informational. When you press F1, it's telling you you can only do it in the advanced. So I was looking at that earlier, at the was something or other ingot. The game like was. Oh, I didn't want that scoop. That was a bad scoop. There was no gold in that one. Yeah, I've on that copy of it I've done when I was looking at, you know, testing, seeing how I can improve stuff on the one I've got for YouTube. I upgraded all the machines, and I took a look at, there's like 3 new mining drills you can get, and I think the heavy one is the one I like the most. There's a Mark II, there's a pneumatic or something, isn't there? Oh no, wait, I didn't see the pneumatic one yet, I don't think. But I went through a few different types, testing them out, and my favourite so far is the heavy one. Hey Azad, how you doing, dude? Lurking and working. All good, man, all good. The Mark II is mainly for hot planets. How come? What difference does it make? It's not me being sarcastic, I genuinely don't know. I've only done Mars. I don't know enough to know how to survive on the hot and the cold yet. Do you know, I'm actually feeling quite warm myself as well, Azad. Not as hot as it is for you, obviously, but our cold snap has ended. We've gone from being just about in the minus. Oh my god, that was worse than the last one. Just about being in the minus figures to overnight being double digits during the day. Like 11, 12 degrees. So overnight, the temperature's just changed, and because it's such a sudden change and not gradual, I'm feeling it quite a lot. Like feeling the warm a lot more than it should be, you know. If that makes any sense at all. That, and I only got my double glazing installed the end of September. Beginning of October, something like that. I haven't had double glazing all the time I've lived in this flat, but that's because it's an old Victorian building, and you need like council permission to be able to do things like that. And if you do it, it needs to look like the original windows, like sash cord and all that sort of thing. So it's really expensive. So, you know, landlord puts it off as long as possible. All right, show off. You and your 40-degree temperature. To be honest, it's rare that we get like above 30 over here. It has to be like a huge heat wave for us to get over 30 degrees in the summer. See, I want to take this gold that I'm doing now and I want to smelt it and get that wave table. But I need to pay the old Arnold. Oh, it's resistant to hot. That gun's resistant to the like fire and stuff. Yeah, look, I'm a real gold panner now. Using the riffles. The gold in these pans are actually heavier than the dirt. Look how it's all clumping. But it should be the other way around. The dirt should be bouncing ahead. Okay, I don't like that at all. I'm very paranoid about that bottle shifting the dirt like that. In fact, just to make sure here, I'm going to move it. Almost there. There we go. Three air cons cranking in the lab yesterday and still couldn't get the temp below 30. I mean, I thought it was bad enough that summer when the aircon at work had stopped working. And I was in the kitchen all summer. You know, the meat cookers, the grills that we cook the meat on, cooks at like 170 Celsius to flash cook them. It's not just me, is it? That jar and bottle shouldn't be that low. I'm going to do a quick save and quick load. Because I am really paranoid about that. Been watching your reruns of the Planet game I was playing, and you're slowly getting it. It's a lot to take in, isn't it? I mean, I've learnt a lot. I have. I've learnt a lot about how it all works, and I haven't even pushed past the early game crap. You know, I've survived something like 30 odd days or something stupid like that. And I've seen people get to where I am. I've been watching online. I've seen people get to where I am in a week. Just before their first storm. That's better. But I tell you what, though, I was saying earlier, I'm hooked. I can't stop playing the game in my off time. It's like this. Like when you first get hooked on this, you keep restarting your claim over and over because you keep thinking of different ways to do it. Same thing. And whenever I've got a spare moment to allow my mind to wander, I'm trying to figure out ways of solving problems that I'm having. It's one of those games. It's just got its hooks in me. It's like when you're heavily addicted to Satisfactory. Part of me wants to restart on the stream, but the other part of me wants to continue it to see where I can evolve it. You're seriously thinking about buying it? It's a very fun game, and it is multiplayer as well. Fanfuss has it, Spy has it. It'd be difficult for you. I wouldn't recommend you playing with us because for you trying to figure all this stuff out at stupid o'clock in the morning would be a bit difficult. But you know, there's always a chance of doing like a little Discord play. In fact, I'm off on Wednesday, but we'd have to wait until like, I don't know, around now at least, if you jumped in, and we wouldn't get much done. That's the problem. Oh, so Spy can't play. Okay. Spy can't multiplayer with us. I'm just going to leave the engine running for this one, guys, because time is running out to make sure we got enough. I mean, we've got a cash value that we can pay with if we have to, but I'd rather not dip into that. Fanfuss, what's the time for you right now? It is hard with the time zones. What you need to do, Hazard, is just get yourself a hold of a DeLorean that's actually capable of going over 80 miles an hour, because generally they can't, or couldn't. Find someone to fix you up with a flux capacitor and travel back in time a bit. That way it would be more of an even footing. 12 PM. See, even if you started at 8 in the morning, Fanfuss, that would still be 4 in the afternoon for me. I guess you could go back to the future, you'll be younger. Tell you what, take a sporting thing with you, win some bets, then you can give me some bigger donations. Oh, once again, thank you for the headphones, dude. Turns out, they are jack to use. The USB is simply just to light them up. And my computer doesn't always like to register, because I have to crawl behind my computer because I've got a broken jack in the front slot from years ago. So it doesn't like having the back jack swapped out, which is why I normally have to go USB. But they're functional. They work for the moment. It's better than having broken ones. You know, there's a Back to the Future Telltale Game series in 5 chapters. You go back to a time of speakeasy. Prohibition. It's not just... I've got a jack extender. But I have to plug the thing in like 5... I have to find it first. But I have to plug the headphones in about 5 different times, telling the computer yes, they're headphones, not speakers, before it actually even registers. No, yeah, my last headphones were USB. My computer will instant recognize USB headphones, no problem. But the USB on these headphones, because this was a jack and USB split, if you recall. The USB on these headphones, all they do is light up the lights on the headphones. Don't get me wrong, I'm not ungrateful, dude. I'm not. Thanks to you, I was able to make sure I had some functional headphones. You know, obviously my last ones were just so broken. What I really need is wireless ones that I can't damage the wire on, or damage the USB by tugging on the wire. Oh, okay. But if I'm paying out for that as well, I may as well just get a USB set of headphones. Rather than have all this, that, everything else. For a little extra cost, I may as well just get the actual thing. You know? Oh my god. That's 3 shovels this stream. Twitchy finger. Oh, is there a... Oh, I don't... I thought it's a get a. I don't know. Problem is... When it comes to jack versus USB, I know it's not like this, but it's stereo to digital kind of thing, or mono to stereo. It's like the difference between, you know. Or it's like going from forgotten, is it ATV? No, ATX. The old style monitor connection, and then getting an adapter to plug that into a HDMI. It makes the monitor work, but the quality is just so crap. Well, my daughter's back at work soon. Then she'll be able to start paying me, you know, her weeklies that she was. And then I won't be quite so strapped for cash. And I might be able to, if I can get like some extra hours in after a couple of, about, I don't know, 2-4 weeks after that, you know, be able to get myself just a decent pair again. VGA, thank you. But you know what I mean though, don't you? It's like the sound equivalent of that. Yeah, I mean, I've still got a couple laying around. I've done it myself. From an old, when I had on one of my older monitors. Because I won't give anything up until it just literally won't work anymore. I run things till they die. You know? I don't waste anything when it comes to my PC. Oh, either that or until it can't cope anymore. One or the other. I wasn't even realising I was doing it that way. I just completely, you know, wasted the fuel for that one. Que sera, sera. You know, I can't do it. I need to put one more in. Actually really black out those mats. There we go. I'll keep it that way around. I was going to flip it back around because if you recall I was moaning about that before. But when I get the wavetable... Oh no, I will have to move it. I'll move it when I get the wavetable. Because I keep grabbing like the magnetite bucket instead of the gold one. Slightly better than last time. Should be about an ounce. Accidentally superheated your base trying to start up the advanced furnace. I wonder if it just needs to be in its own frame and not halfway sticking in. I have mine outside. On Mars, I have mine sitting outside. That way, if the heat is too high, so I've got a valve to relieve the pressure, but if the heat is too high, I've got a powered vent pumping CO2 into the furnace to cool it down. Well, I did. I need to do it on the actual stream, but I did it in my seeing how things work save. Because I figured CO2 is a coolant. At its hottest, Mars is only 20 degrees Celsius. What you could always do, Fanfus, have it in a room that has, there's just literally lock it off, like seal it off with an airlock door, and have the pump all the air out first so that it's the temperature is nil, absolute zero, and just keep the powered fan going whilst the furnace is heating up. I hope maybe that will help. That's just a guess. I don't know. I don't know if the absolute zero temp will stop the thing from heating up, but it would stop your base from heating up at least. See, I'm getting there slowly. $200 plus, damn. Not to mention all the pollutants, the volatiles. Or does that not leak out? I guess that doesn't leak out, does it? Right, hopefully, if Old Arnold doesn't take too much, this will be the last time we have to hand pan, or this and the next. Oh, that was a 1.2 ounce clean out. That was better than expected. Can we just add dirt directly to the what's it called? The wave table. I had to think then. At the same time, my mind was going, wait, what if you put dirt in a bucket and put that straight in the separator? But it's wasting extra fuel, isn't it? If you're running both of them. But I am happy to say that I have never had any incidents when it comes to the chemical furnace. At the same time, I've also realised it's not just for compounds. You can cook your normal ingots in there for like a fraction of the time it takes for the powered one. And it takes no electricity to do it either. I don't know. See, that's what I mean, right? The basic solar panel kit, that's fine. I can get them set up to get loads of power. I can work out the arc of the sun, all of that, you know. I can't figure out how to... Yeah, I don't know how to do all the coding or whatever you need to do to get the solar panels to automatically track the sun. I set up a creative world, and I tried setting up like just literally a daylight sensor to a solar panel, an angled solar panel, and it didn't move. Don't know why that was on. Most probably, but I don't know how to do any of that yet. I've not touched base with any of the logic stuff yet. And after that, there's coding you have to do on laptops and tablets and things. Oh, what he's saying is he gets a spanner to it and twists them manually. That's what he means by analog. You had them moving, but they're not facing the sun properly. See, all the tutorials I ever find on these things, people just go way too fast. They're like, okay, do this, do that, that, twist that one, get that one set to what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. Is that a logic switch? Or is that, you know, you kind of follow them and they're like 20 steps ahead of what you know. You know, they don't even tell you the name of the chips they're using or anything like that. I did look up Cows Are Evil. I had found him whilst trying to find tutorial things, and he was another one of those who don't really explain it very well in tutorial things, but just by watching him I've picked up a couple of tips and tricks at least. But now he's gone way beyond stuff I know, so... Well, before I even attempt to get into any of that on the stream, I want to do a base rebuild. You know, I want individual rooms. I'm going to get my tables in like a workshop-y room so that I can actually do stuff when there's storms. And I'm not just sat inside waiting for the storm to pass. I like how we're all here to see me suffer in the hog pan, but we're just talking about a different game instead. I want the sensor glasses. I've seen Cows Are Evil use them, and I want them. The normal sunglasses do nothing. You don't even see your character wearing them when you put them on. They don't block the sunlight or anything like that. I mean, what's the point in them? Working mode now. We'll chat when I can have to get a few things. When I can have to get a few things up in the lab, and turn the extruder on. Never hot. Yeah. All good, dude. All good. Go be an adult, earn some money. I'm not going to clean this one out. I mean, I'll put it in the magnetite separator, but I won't turn the separator on yet. I'll wait until after midnight. That way, if old Arnold takes too much, then I've got another clean out I can do to add to it. But if he doesn't take it too much, I should be able to go and buy it now and then do the clean out in the wavetable instead. So I need about 600 ounces. $600, sorry. 600 ounces. Oh, getting a bit ahead of myself there, aren't I? You know what, let's start chipping away at this edge here. Get this gone. I mean, we can't always be in the good gold. As long as we got enough to get the wavetable, then it doesn't matter how much we get per bucket in terms of needing stuff, because it's all going to be done anyway. We were only heading for the good stuff to get enough for what we need. But once we've got that wavetable, we won't really need to process anything more until we're done, realistically. The only thing we would need to do is to pay for fuel, and we can use magnetite for that. Oh, let's hands off the controls for a second. Buy myself a cig while I'm waiting. Yeah, score! Discount on big power generator buttons. Didn't do as much yardage, but we've got a nice amount of gold for what we did. I mean, that's what? .7 ounce a yard, roughly. .6, .7 ounce a yard. Oh, that's good to know, dude. It should be enough. Famous last words, but let's get the magnetite as well. Ooh, oh, that was horrible. .11 ounce magnetite. I said stop. Thread the needle. That was a bad drift. I lost all my speed. And that's still another, what, 240 plus change dollars. So yeah, we should be alright to get it. Be like $500–600 from the gold. Don't worry about the engine, I'm not stopping. Oh, actually I need to smelt the gold, don't I? Whilst that is smelting, guys, I'm going to quickly nip to the toilet. I'll be right back. How's that for timing? My advice to you, Azad, if you do get the game, is don't start on the moon. The moon will be easier in the sense that there's no storms. However, the reason there's no storms is there's no atmosphere. No atmosphere means you can't use that to your advantage for anything. Like on Mars, for example, you can use the atmosphere, the CO2 in the atmosphere for cooling agent. At the same time, there is like 2% of oxygen in the atmosphere, sort of thing, roughly, and you can siphon that out of the atmosphere as well. So if you're on Mars, on the moon, sorry, I would guess the only oxygen's going to come from oxide, and you'd have to siphon out the nitrogen. It's a big pain. Are you freaking kidding me? It's gone up again. I am getting... You know what? I've got some gold to clean. It's not going to be a lot, but I don't need a lot. I'm going to get this table come hell or high water, and I am done with these price increases. The inflation here is killing me. Not even inflation, is it? It's just the shops taking advantage of the miners. It's like when COVID happens, people jacked up the prices of hand sanitizer and stuff. They wound up getting fined, the ones where I lived that did them. I did that. They wound up getting fined for it because they were charging stupid like £10 for a little bottle of hand sanitizer and stuff like that. Just taking advantage of the situation in that sense, and that's what's happening here. Right. Final pan of gold, which means I do need to clean some by the end of the day. I suppose not. I mean, he could always take his cut, couldn't he? Take his cut out of the money, because I only need, what, 200? So this is going to actually be quite a crap one. This is going to be like 0.8 of an ounce, something stupid like that. 6 colours. Yeah, 6 colours. Not the best. Yeah, I mean, I've not played it. I've not played it. I've not touched the moon. But knowing there's no atmosphere, I can see how that would be trickier. You'd have to get your plants up and running ASAP on the moon. You would have to recycle the oxygen from your tank early game as well. Like the waste tank. I've got a question for you. Right, that carton of eggs you get at the beginning, they only last like half an hour before they go off. And it says they're fertilised. What the hell's going on there? What can you build within the first half hour of playing that can hatch eggs? The joke, really. All that crap spoils from when I played. Well, it's got a half hour time on it. They're usable within half hour. And if you look at the wiki with the eggs, there's actually a machine for them. Look at the in-game wiki. There's a machine that you can use with them. But I didn't look too in-depth at it. Well, is that no? There's actually a machine for it. I don't know what it does, how it works, what you need to build it, anything like that. I was looking at it and then a storm hit, so I had to run inside. Well, I don't know if you can hatch chickens. But if you're in the game now, look at the name of the eggs. And then look them up. And then see what you need for it. It's quite funny though, when they go off, it just turns into little green slime that you can throw around. And then you can't, for some reason, can't fit it back into the egg carton. Well, no, it's a spoil timer. So I would imagine the warmer they are, the worse it is. Do you remember how to set the target atmos pressure for the hatch? What you mean? For the airlock? No, what I do... Okay, this is your airlock, right? That's one door. That's another door. I have a pipe going through. and then a passive vent here. Got the powered vent on the inside. You know, hooked them all up to the data wires and everything. Did it on the screen. When I'm going this way outside, it sucks all the air into here. When I come in, because it's only a passive vent, it doesn't do it all. All you got to do is click cancel on the screen, and it'll open up, and this air will just come rushing in. Because I'd rather not have too high a pressure, because I don't want my plants to suffer. Well then maybe switch out your doors. If you're sucking for power right now, you're finding power difficult, change your setup. Swap your doors for the hatch with a wheel on it. Don't automate it, and just flip the powered air vent on yourself as needed. That, or you could always just remove the glass panel from the inside door, the one going into your hab. It's trickier. You've got to get it perfect when, like, to the 100 pressure if you're playing a multiplayer game. Because if you've left and the other one's inside and they try to leave, it can't equalize, and they end up having to remove a glass panel to get back into the airlock. If you're struggling for power, then maybe just go for the manual hatch. You may end up having to lose a little pressure now and then if you've run out of power to run the air vent. But, you know, it's better than nothing. Better than getting stuck. Right, you little shit. You're mine. That'll leave me about $800 or $600 even. I only got $800 from that amount of gold. 30% of 800 is what I need to pay out, so I should be good. There's me trying to do everything all at once, you know, power. Turn on power, then try to put on the diff lock and turn on the lights all at the same time. My hands don't stretch that far. I've got large hands, but they don't quite make it that far. Oh, crap. Like, if my little finger... Oh, I suppose I do, actually. If my little finger's on A, I can stretch my thumb over to enter. Are you using a gas sensor? Yeah. I've never set the ideal pressure. I didn't know you could. The only thing I know that you can do when you're setting that up is choose the airlock doors, choose the vents, you know, make sure they're part of the same network. That's the only thing I know. I know this seems a little OCD. But you get used to quickly grabbing that, placing, grab, placing. And you get used to doing it in a certain position. Having things in a certain position so you can do it quickly. Now this is what you call quality of life. Just simply having this at your disposal. Now I'm going to have to shift this hose every time I need to do it. But that aside, wahaha. We beat the game now. See, on the one hand, this is scheduled for tomorrow and I get good views and good view time with it. Like I've almost got 15 hours worth of watch time right now on a 2-hour live stream so far. On the other hand, you guys make me want to go back to Stationeers tomorrow. I might just say sod it to the other 2 games right now and just do Stationeers on the triple. Medieval Dynasty, people didn't really seem to care about it last couple of streams. And I was only doing, like, thinking about doing 1 a week of Construction Sim anyway. Maybe come back to those 2 games after the next leaderboard. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing, dude. I'm going to hoard it all. I'm going to collect it all, like, just past midnight when I get to that point. When I get to the point of processing it. Well, maybe not. I don't want to get, like, thousands of buckets. I'll just do these. When these are all full of gold, then I'll process. I think that's what I'll do. But I'm not going to spend it. I'm just going to save the money, save the gold. In fact, I'm not even going to sell it. Because as time goes on, the price is going to increase. The closer towards the end of season, the better the gold's going to be. Because year 2 has some fantastic prices on the gold. I mean, might even skip to the end of year 2 for the better prices. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. We said we're allowed to skip for cheaper equipment. But no one said whether or not I can skip for better gold prices. Yeah, $50 an ounce, but if I get every 10 ounces, that's an extra $500. And in this kind of game mode, that's kind of necessary. Yeah, but they would also drop as well. The gold prices, the gas prices. It's not going to matter, okay. Well, not unless I'm doing, like, masses. It doesn't actually matter where I'm grabbing the gold from now, because I'm not racing to get certain things. I can just process whatever I process. I'll get the same amount regardless, so overall. So I don't need to rush up to that good gold section anymore. You guys are lucky that I haven't done any of this off camera. This is the sort of thing I would do off camera, is just save you guys the hassle of watching it all and just progress to the next step. Stop with that stupid animation. Didn't even put anything in there, look. Fingers crossed though, it shouldn't take too much longer. I mean, it's still going to take at least 2 more streams, I think, to finish out the hog pan, minimum. But we're saving a lot of time. We're not going to be backing and forthing quite as often to town. It's going to be faster, easier clean outs, of course. So it is going to be a lot of time saved. Sorry. So, yeah. We're on the fast lane now. We're in the fast lane now. Right, so what we're saving up for next? Oh yeah, the by the time we get there, the 20 grand gold nuggetator, right? That's worth getting for these mats, isn't it? For these 4 mats a time. To be honest, just with 4 mats, it was faster than me trying to be fiddly and go like, oh, like try and get it in the right spot. Okay, next. It's just easier going, bloom. If it was a full set, you know, 12, then yeah, maybe, but. We'll actually see by the end, by midnight, like how much faster we are now, how much time we're saving versus the yardage we're putting through. I mean, I think the highest I've had been 9-10 yards in a day, and that was all when I was just literally going like this the entire time, just right here. So here's a question for you, Fanthus. Cows are evil. He's like built some smooth outside edges and curves and things on his base. It's starting to look like a blimp. How the hell's he done that? He did it off camera. I don't know what he used. It's some sort of frames. Or do the I haven't used the steel ones yet. Do they have like different shapes you can use? Thought there was a bit there. Just sticking out the ground. Processing a bucket just means I get an extra bucket I can fit in the magnetite separator. So guys, on what day are we? On Thursday, do you guys want to see me adjust my base on Stationeers? Now that I know a little bit more about what I'm doing, just advance and adjust and rebuild, or start over? Personally, I'd like to continue it. I do like the way it's going. I've got some things on there that are working fine, and I don't want to mess with them. And I suppose at the same time, there's more chance of a cock-up happening and me dying, which I very well know that you guys want to see. It's okay if I don't use all these buckets for the intended purpose. Like I thought I was near the edge. Oh god. Oh, from this side that looks like I barely touched it. Yeah, even if I don't use all these buckets for the intended purpose of saving time for transporting over, no, filling up the buckets, bring them over, or anything like that, they're gonna have a big use anyway. I can use them for my mobile one. Here's me thinking it looked like I'd made some decent progress. I will probably clean out if I don't. Well, my intent is to have 2 buckets sitting in there, 1 processed with a bucket sitting underneath, filled up, waiting to go over there, and then the hopper filled up in here. If I get to that point before the end of the day, I doubt it, but if I do, I'll wash all the gold at that point. If I don't, which is more likely, I'll do it before midnight, because we are going to be, even though we should be good, we're going to be cutting it close with old man's gold take. I did it again. Old Arnold's gold take. You know, his gold share. I was about to ask whether or not, if we get enough, I should rent the drill to drill the claim, or just process the whole lot blind. Then I realised I'm not actually renting machines, am I? We are disallowing that feature in this playthrough. These buckets are now in the way. I was away. Yeah, there is steel frames. There is a material that looks smooth as well. Haven't played around with. You mean that white stuff? That white, yeah. I want that as well. Like he had that white flooring and ceiling, and it looks really space stationy. Oh my god. Ugh. I need them. Oh. Stretch here. Sorry. So I was thinking when I do my one, whether I remake or start over, I'm going to have like a garage, literally at the bottom, it's going to have that garage door thing. Or garage door, wherever you're from. It's garage, obviously, for over here. I don't know why I was saying garage. And that's going to be my workshop room. But it's sealed up on the rest of the base so I can suck the heat out as needed, you know. I'm going to have, like, habitation, you know, bed, cooking, all of that, you know, kitchenette, whatever. All of that there. I'm going to have, like, a storage room. And it's going up in tiers as well. And right at the top, I'm going to make not just a square greenhouse. I'm going to actually like try and give it a domed room. If I can. Like, oh, as domed as you can with a network of square frames. You want to see that? That's kind of what I've got going on in my head anyway. It's going to take a lot of material. Now the only thing, I'm going to have to go into creative to see how big the elevator is. I want to have a ladder in a central column maybe. I'll start off with stairs going around a central column area. I'll have a ladder in the middle to begin with, maybe. But basically I want an elevator in the middle of it when I'm done. Think big and more. Always do, Spy, always do. One of the reasons, though, I want my workbenches inside is not only can I go out and do stuff, with them during a storm, but I can also let the resources pile up when they're making them and they won't go flying off into the unknown. Like, if there's not enough room, for example, pipes can send... If there's not enough room for pipes, they'll squeeze together and then suddenly they'll go flying everywhere. I'll probably make some little pit on each one that they all drop into. Maybe I should start like an off-camera base, and just be like, whenever I know people are going to be around, or not, I could be like, I'm on Stationeers. Who wants to join me? Like it doesn't matter if people come and go, as long as we got somewhere for their bodies to remain out of the way. I am, old man. I am. Hello. Did you see my message on Steam, dude? And you know what, right? Almost every time I've gone to say old Arnold's got to take his cut or something like that, I've said old man. I can't seem to stop myself doing it today. You saw it and answered. Right, let me have a look. Oh, so you're expecting 2 to 3 weeks, not 1 to 2. So, actually, old man, I was watching something caught my eye, like a video by HardMode Steel, I think it was. Not someone I usually watch. I don't know why he appeared in my feed or anything. I think his name's HardMode Steel. And he was doing like a vlog about this leaderboard. He just took it. That's it. I was actually trying to find information on when the leaderboard might start. And it popped up as a video on Google. So I wound up watching his vlog. And he actually mentioned you. Like, he said like how he's spoken to you. So he actually mentioned you during his vlog. Still crappy dirt. Or crappy for... Oh, the crappy part of the crappy dirt. You should have directed him to my video. It's outdated, but it's still functional. He actually reported the cheaters, and I think that's maybe what's got the ball rolling on it. Like they popped into his streams and said that they were actively said they were doing it, so we reported them. At least that's what he said during his vlog. He just said he spoke to you. He didn't say anything else. Oh, you was actually in that stream? Yeah. He popped into mine at one point. Was he one of the cheaters? I think he was, wasn't he? No. I've lost track. I could go into town and see. Because the original scoreboard, before they took the cheaters off, is what's posted in town. Oh, I just dropped something. It was a bit of a heated argument. No, Middle-Eye wasn't. No, Middle-Eye did pop into the streams during my leaderboard. I mean, I remember him popping in because one of my moderators is called Miller Dude. So I was like, oh, there's 2 Millers now. Plays a lot, but we speak a bit, and I know he's not cheating. He was upset that Hybrid mentioned him as a cheater. Why did Hybrid mention him as a cheater? Because of his gold total. If I remember rightly, from what I saw, whilst, even though I was 2 weeks late, I was keeping an eye on the board, obviously. Middle-Eye's gold count was consistent. Yeah, no, that sort of a total wasn't cheating. That's just somebody who has time to play 24/7. Well, not 24/7, but like 16 hours a day or something, you know? Well, I have a week booked off towards the end of February. So I should be able to contribute a lot of that towards the end of the leaderboard. Oh, I left that one running. I did not mean to. So it's only midday and we've already done 4 buckets worth here. I'm not sure actually if how much yardage one full set of mats is. I will bury you. I will bury your total easy. Even my best total would be low in compared to what you can do. Well, because I can just chuck the dirt through, you mean? Like how fast I can dig. And I actually think I'm not that great. You know, I mean, look at Split in Two. On his best day, he can do 5,000 yards. My best day is about 3,000. But I think the reason I get good gold totals, but I'm only at like 3,000 yards an average, or 2,500 to 3,000 an average, is because I'm careful about digging in tiers from the top down using the excavator, and then I do the same thing when I'm digging from the with the loader at the bottom. I start with as much reach as the loader can get, and then I scoop it up in little tiers as I go down. I like literally make the most of the dirt. Yeah, I mean, I know most of the good gold's on top, or at least you can reach more gold in one go with the excavator, but I find it easier going. Like, it's faster to maintain. Once you open that pit, it is a lot easier overall, I find. Whereas when you're trying to create a hole and dig just what you can as far as you can reach, I do find it a bit more difficult to maintain a good speed, and because you have to reach up and out of the hole all the time. Unless you get a big enough hole that you can get a bulldozer down into and smooth out, and then get a Frankenstein down into that hole, the extra arm movements slow you down. Yeah, at the rate, just dig the pit. Yeah, if you want the faster rate, it takes time to set up, but you go through your gold so much faster. You lose less time digging your pit, setting up your pit, I find, than you do with the lost time through the extra actions. Ah, the sunk in my eye. Oh, I had a little bit of sleep forming in the corner of my eye, and it caught itself and got under my eyelid. I can still feel it there. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I mean. I generally average. It depends on how much I got to reposition stuff. Or if I'm just going ham, or if I'm trudging along, you know, dragging my heels. But I tend to average 2,500 to 30 to 3,000. I must admit though, I do like that skin. And I scrolled back through a few not updates, but messages, you know, when they've given the leaderboard results and shown the skins and things like that. And I saw the Excavator Lightning skin, and I regret having not played. That thing looked nice. That lightning skin one looks awesome. They're actually going out on a limb now. They're not just rehashing the same old skins, and it's nice to see. And apparently, do you reckon it's true about there being talk about more DLC coming? Or do you think it's just a rumour? I've got, let's see, 2 skins for the truck now. I got the number 1 on the truck as well. I've got, I'm trying to think now. I've got the black one with the mining tools on the dump truck. I've also got it on the excavator. On the excavator, I've also got the number 1, the best season ever. I got the best season ever on Frankenstein's, though when you put it on there, it doesn't actually show them. It's weird. I've got it on the drill. I've got it on tier 3 jigs. Got it on something else, I swear. I can't think. Harold, hello. You have leaderboard 26, 28 and 29. Nice, dude, nice. From what you heard, it sounds legit. Do we know what it is? And I hope, I'll tell you what, right? I hope it's something that makes use of these things that they put in. Them. Oh my god. I've just realised what you can use these for. Maybe. You back a dump truck to here, you could have your mobile wash plants down there. I don't spend a whole lot of time with the mobile wash plants. You know, I only use them for as little as I need to. So I've only just realised that you can. That wasn't what I'd planned for mine, but that's a good idea. It's not where I planned on putting mine. But I did plan on using a dump truck with them once I get them enough money to do it. You've not heard what? But you heard it's this year at some time. See, I don't even need a drop point really for using a dump truck with mobile wash plants. I think you've seen this, old man. I've had my mobile wash plants before set up back to back like over here, and you can reverse your dump truck onto them and slowly like just try wiggle your back end to even it out as you're going. I don't know if you actually lose any dirt that way or not, but it does work. But that's not, again, not how I'm going to be doing it this time round. But I do plan on using 2 mobile wash plants and a dump truck at some point. As soon as I get the money to do it. Mobile wash plants aside, the rest of the equipment I'm going to need anyway. So, why not, you know? I'm going to have to test that out now, see if that actually works. Like go into $1 mode or something, see if that bit over there actually works with it. Has anyone here ever tried it? You haven't? I might try it before we end off the stream. What's the time? 10 o'clock. I'll tell you what then. Let me clean out all of this that I've got. I'm going to clean out all these buckets. And I'm going to save, go into like an easy game mode. Set up $1 mode and give it a test run. Two, 3, 4, 5. So 6 buckets at this time of day. That's not bad. It's pretty good actually. I'll take that any day. I was hoping there's good gold in it. Not that it matters, of course. We're doing the whole hog pan, so I'm going to roll a sig for this, as I always do when I do a clean out. So I won't get 6 ounces out of this. It may be 6 buckets, but I won't get 6 ounces. I've been getting some really low magnetite results, so I'll guess about 5.2. I'm going to guess 5.2 ounces. A couple of my magnetite were 11 ounces when I separated, so any other guesses, or should I just get on with it? This is going to be this is going to be a thread clean out. And I don't mean Dustin and Fred, I mean Fred as in the army guy. Oh, I've never seen those numbers climb so slowly with a wavetable. Oh, we got even worse dirt in there now. It mixed it up and averaged it down to 10 ounces of magnetite. Oh no, look, the 2.4 is almost reached, Azad. So you're wrong, straight off the bat. Won't be getting the 5 ounces I was predicting. That's not hard for to be wrong. You work in the lab. Oh, at least I got 4.5 though. So much faster. Yeah, sod it. Right. Right, let's do this test. See if you can use that area for it. Get rid of the story one. Don't care. Enabled. Perfect. I didn't realise comes started as enabled. I didn't realise it was standard in easy mode. Look at, I own old Arnold. Woo! Upgrade. You're not. Don't care. Get multiples. Yeah. Go me. Actually, I should go over here first. Because I'm going to have to go back into that yard again to transport the trailers. So, might as well do it in one go. Right, they need that. Grab that. One of those. One of those. One of those. They run off this power. I think. Yeah, I think it's that power. So two of those. Cables. No, you know what? Screw the cables. I don't need cables. I need buckets. Don't even need that many. That'll do. Should be good. You need that. Give me a power gen. hate when you drive faster than the game can process. Let's get this out of the way. Wait, does that mean there's some diggable spots? Or is that just a random texture? Oh god, I've got to get rid of that crap. I remember how much I hated not having the digger helper before. But I find it actually throws me off now. I don't know why, but that arm looks bigger. This one I got to reverse in with. Or not. Doesn't like being reversed, okay. I'll do it another way. There's more than one way to skin a cat. at 0.7 miles an hour. Right, so I need to figure out exactly where this is going. So got to figure out the best way to get up and down. Doesn't seem to want to turn. Alright, let me try this differently. Come at this with a different approach. What am I stuck on now? Oh. Right, so you'd be driving up here like this. We're just testing something out here, dude. Seeing as this thing here can be used to set up your mobile wash plants and dump into them. We're in $1 mode at the moment. Because I was trying to figure out, I was talking about, like, you know, I wonder if they bring out some DLC, would it actually be something you can do with these? And then it clicked. That's what you can do with them. I suppose I could drive over. Be faster, wouldn't it? If I come from this side. That's not what I was planning. You thought this is how I was going to do it. This isn't. This is just an idea I had just now during the when I was in the hog pan. I planned on doing something completely different. Well, similar idea of dumping in, but different still. I mean, I've had them set back to back over there against that hill, and back the dump truck up, so the top of the dump truck's actually level about there, but you can glitch it through slightly and still dump it in. That's still not what I plan on doing either. But I just want to see if this is possible. If anything, this is actually going to be a lot harder to use than the way I plan on doing it. It's too tight of an angle getting up there. Not to mention trying to fit these things in place. I mean, that's not even level, that one. It's easier. I tried that. It's easier to go up here and then reverse that way. So you thought I was going to do it like this originally. I'm not. Do you want to know how I was going to do it? How I'm going to do it on my one when I get there? It's something I've done before. I'll show you in 2 seconds then. Excuse me, that's not $1. It's still filled up though. I'm going to tuck them down in here. Back to back in here. And use this bit. I've even set these two up with it before as well. I've set these two up and had one here. But it was really annoying because you're forever getting a message saying your wash plant is incomplete. It's a lot more elegant, isn't it? I mean, it takes some fiddling to get them in there, but once they're in, it's a really nice spot to have them. And close to the water source as well. Although I admit, when I've done it over there, I did it with the loader. You could, but I'd rather just pull it all back as we go. I'll leave a little strip around that right hand side there so that I can drive back up there if I fall down using round the back where we're setting up now. But other than that, I can just dig up the whole of the claim. I didn't buy a power splitter, did I? No, I don't need to. But I did it again. just to make sure. I'll turn them on from this side. I don't want to have to get up there, get down, get up, get down, you know. But is this what the those things were made for, do you reckon? That made me jump. I could see it happening, but it still made me jump. Well, that was pathetic. That's something else that helps you with the leaderboard when it comes to digging speed. That's all you need to drop. All that dust is just an animation. It's not the actual dirt. It's not collecting on the edge, on the surface here, if you can see. It's just the balls that you need. There. So once that initial dirt has dropped in, you can just skip the rest by moving. A little bit. The last one I moved a little too quick then. And again, a little too quick. Once you got that timing down pat though, that saves you a lot of time and you can get the high yield. I missed that last couple there because the bucket was fully closed. I was only going to make a small motion, but because I had it all the way closed, I needed to make more of a motion. One more. Yeah, that was weird. Good job. Actually turn on the lights for some depth perception. Yeah, so here's harder. Oh, they changed the nuggets on standard as well. Oh no, maybe not. It's still like hog pan equivalent. Yeah, I lost a lot of dirt there. So maybe it's a lot harder here. Ugh. But, guys, and that's half hour, 20 minutes early. But I'm going to end it off here, guys. Back tomorrow with some more hard mode. Ugh, bit of a stretch again. Then Wednesday off. And then we'll probably do like a 3-day stationeers jaunt. So, catch you then. Alright, guys, well, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to rate and comment below. And I will see you next time. Have a good night, guys. Stay safe. Sleep well. Goodbye.